we started spinning records and got into the mixing side of it. Begged my mum and dad to buy me some decks at like 13 years old. Okay. Got my Sound Lab 1600s. Belt drives. Yeah, belt drives. Yeah. That's it.
Do you know, if you can mix on Sound Labs, you can mix on anything.
That's it, mate. You literally couldn't let them go. You have to keep on doing that.
That's
it, man. Yeah, you felt the pain. You felt the pain.
This is the Wordlife show on Ujima Radio.
Mad. Right. So this is the part of the show I have been looking forward to.
Yes.
Right. So if you've just looked in, I have K-Saulz in the building.
What's up? How you doing, people?
Hey, and if you've been with us throughout the show, you will understand why I'm hyped about it, because his music's wicked.
Thank you.
Now, I want this interview to act as as an introduction for our audience, to let them know who you are and everything like that. Now,
man.
I believe I met you, was it after the Gangrene Launch Party?
We
went to an after party and there was loads of open mic stuff.
That's it, man.
And there was, let's just say, a very mixed bunch of talent on the mic.
Which made me look much better, which is actually...
That might be what it was, though, on reflection. But no, bruv, you were the standout MC.
Thank you,
and
man.
I was like, bruv, like, when you said about coming on, I was like, bruv, like, I've heard you rap, you're sick, you're actually good, you know what I mean? And, bro, your merit got you here on your show.
Appreciate that,
so,
man.
And it's a rare thing, because usually I hear people's songs online first.
Yeah.
And then you get them on the show.
I was just a bit cheeky when I come up to you. So when are you going to get me on your show then?
There's nothing wrong with that. That's how you and you're here. Now, it works, you know what I mean? So if there's any lessons to be learned from that, you know what I mean? But now, on the real, had I heard you on the mic and you'd been one of the other MCs, it might have been... it's really busy at the moment. Sorry. You're watching this and it's really busy. It is really busy. Yeah. But now, genuinely, I thought you were really good, and instantly
thank you.
Brother, love you one. And so I thought that...
Here we are.
Now I've heard the music. I'm glad that matches what is there.
Yeah. Good, and it is my music, by the way.
Back on YouTube, find some songs to send it. Well, we get to see that on the live performance part, you know. But now, on the real, as I say, your merit got you here. A lot of the times, I hear people's music first rather than see them live.
Yeah.
And quite a lot of the time, there's MCs who are good in the studio.
Yeah.
And not so good live. So I'm looking forward to your live performance. But
thank you, man. Thank you.
Family. So
yeah.
Right. Introduction-wise, we do this thing. You were born, you're here now. What's happened in between? But let's go to the name first. K-Saulz.
So it used to be K-Saulz, and then actually it used to be Animal MC when I was a drum and bass MC. Yeah. And then it evolved.
Is that like Animal from the Muppets?
It is. Yeah, it is, because I was a little bit crazy back in the days. So people were like... and then that evolved to K-Saulz, and then that's just turned to K-Saulz, which is my first initial and part of my surname, which is Abasalti. So it's just a abbreviation of mine.
Okay, now I'm guessing Abasalti. Sorry, how'd you say it? Abasalti, my bad. Yeah. Sorry for the pronunciation.
No, that's right.
Where is your surname from?
It's from Iran, man. Family from Iran, yeah.
Okay. Do you think Iranian music would have helped in any way, shape, or form?
Well, to be honest, like in Iran, a lot of household nearly every household has a book of poetry, man. They're massively into their poems, like Rumi and Hafez. You probably know, like, I don't know if you've heard of them. They're like old mystics, I suppose.
I'm not going to pretend I have. No.
But a lot of Iranian households have a book of poetry. That's dope. My nan, like when we were younger and stuff, she always used to make up poems and rhymes about us as kids.
That's cool.
So it kind of has always been in there. Yeah. So those seeds, I think, were planted at a young age, and I just didn't realise. And I always was into storytelling myself anyway, and it just
rhyming words off the back of having that little game with you.
That's it, man.
Stuff like that.
That's it.
See, it all makes sense. That's why I asked these questions. Right. So, what got you into music then? Apart from the poetry and stuff like that, was there like an integral moment or something?
I would say, probably. I mean, I've always been into sort of music anyway, sort of hip hop. Probably from a young, maybe, I don't know, 10, 11, but it was mainly sort of drum and bass and jungle and hardcore. That's where I kind of got into
hardcore. I mean, the early rave hardcore
not
stuff.
Porn, by the way.
No,
but I was into that as well. But yeah, it wasn't the porn music that got me into music.
R.I.P. my show. Hey, it was nice doing the Wordlife show. Big up the management. Love you guys.
No, so it was
hardcore music. It's
yes,
a genre.
hardcore music. Yeah. So yeah, it was mixing actually. So I went round a mate's house. He just bought some decks. We started spinning records and got into the mixing side of it. Begged my mum and dad to buy me some decks at like 13 years old.
Okay.
Got my Sound Lab 1600s.
Belt drives?
Yeah, belt drives. Yeah. That's it.
Do you know, if you can mix on Sound Labs, you can mix on anything.
That's it, mate. You literally couldn't let them go. You have to keep on doing that.
Do the feather touch to turn it
That's
around.
it, man. You felt the pain. You felt the pain.
Bruv, this is where I started on vinyl and stuff like that. And honestly, what was it? Do you see that Grimes, the lady who's just because her auto sync was broken on her decks? Have you seen that? It's gone
No.
It's everywhere. So you got like these TikTok DJs nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, that just basically sync stuff and then they dance.
Yeah. Which really isn't DJing.
It's
but
not
yeah.
DJing. You literally you have one job. You have to press the sync button and then catch it, line it up with the drop. So basically, all you have to understand is when the build-up stops.
That's it. That's it. There's no skills, man. There's no skills.
If you can't beat match on Sound Labs, you're not a real DJ.
That's it, mate. That's it. And there was painful times, but it definitely set me up for once I got my techniques, man. Like it felt really easy. Do you know what I mean? I was like, wow. Yeah. So
it's a different world, isn't it?
So it was drum and bass, DJing. We used to put our own nights on, bringing down DJs.
What was the nights called?
It was at Bojangles. Do you remember Bojangles in Guildford? Do you remember that club? You've heard of it?
I've never been there. I've heard of Bojangles.
Yeah, we used to put on nights called Impact. And we used to get like Nicky Black Market down, Fat Mandy, things like that. So it was dope, man. It was dope. We were like 16, 17-year-olds.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So and a couple of my mates had links to these drum and bass DJs and stuff. So yeah, it was good, man. It was good times. Pirate radio shows and stuff like that. And then gradually,
so you've done the game, really. You've been through all. You've done the further race, the drum and bass, the pirate radio.
Yeah. Then it was MCing gradually from.
So yeah, what got you into the MCing side of it then?
So it was at a mate's party.
Yeah.
It was like they were mixing drum and bass and stuff, and I just jumped on the mic and like I was spitting other people's lyrics and putting my own bars in there as well, freestyling it.
Okay.
And my mate's like, "You're actually really good."
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I think I am actually pretty good, you know? Yeah, so I started just writing my own bars, and then
I think the thing is as well, once you can mix, you understand the song structure.
Yeah, and you understand beats and how to stay on beat and stuff.
Snares going and the timing and stuff like that.
That's it. Timing,
snares and everything like that, and then when the drops come in,
that's it, man.
Right bars.
That's it. And because I was always into sort of Hyper D, Skibber D, and all that sort of stuff. I used to be really obviously into listen to them and carefully listen to their bars and stuff.
Yeah.
And GQ as well. Okay, I'd kind of had the GQ voice, the style. And people were surprised, man, because I'm this little guy and I'm getting on the mic and I've got this like rinse out and all this sort of stuff. Like,
you really have got the rave voice. Give me another one. Give me your inside.
1 2 1 2. Listen, it's K-Saulz. That sort of stuff.
You could either that, or you could work on a fairground doing the pushing. The walk
well, if this MCing thing don't work out, mate, it's
a career plan after.
That's it.
Retirement
plan B, mate. Always good to have a plan B in it.
But honestly, bro, I think you got skills as an MC. So
thank you, man.
When did it go from drums to hip hop then? What was the first?
When I was spitting, I always had that more hip hop vibe anyway.
Yeah.
Because my bars are much slower, and I did some of the speed, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But most of my bars were kind of hip hop.
The half time.
Yeah, they were. So then one of my mates said, like, why don't you try spitting over hip hop, man? And
and then it all
and did it,
together.
and because I was always into hip hop anyway.
Who's your favourite rapper?
Oh, bruv, you can't say that, man.
I can, because we're recording and there's camera on you, and I can put you right on the spot.
I can't say it.
Right. Who's your favourite rapper today, if you had to pick? I know it changes all the time, but if there was someone that's inspired you the most, then.
Okay. Somebody who's inspired me the most, man. There's too many, bruv. Too many. Oh, what, UK or US?
Wherever. They could be from Uganda, Poland. Like
I would say MF Doom's got to be up there.
Yeah.
With one of them, man. Yeah. Chester P, obviously from the UK. Jest.
Okay, so I get an idea of style now. This is
so
what-
Wu-Tang, obviously, all that sort of stuff. I was into, obviously, Gang Starr.
Yeah.
Kind of the more Guru, obviously, with the more kind of
The jazz
laid
sort
back
of
and
laid
that
back
kind of
chill.
vibe.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I feel where I'm most comfortable, that sort of hip hop.
Yeah.
But I also like the darker stuff as well, man. But MF Doom, I would say, in the sense of trying to be creative with what I'm writing, not just always writing the same kind of
How do
vibe.
you feel then? Just a random throwaway question then, because MF Doom, he had a few careers before, then he'd had a few identities.
He did,
before he put on the mask.
yeah.
How do you feel about that whole angle about like putting on the mask and then becoming someone else? Do you feel
Kind of what we do anyway, innit? But we've got our own personas, haven't we? You know, your name's obviously, my name's K-Saulz, but it's obviously not my birth name, so we kind of put on a...
that wasn't what your mum called you?
It's not, unfortunately. Sorry to disappoint people, but yeah. So I kind of feel we're like kind of doing that anyway. So I think it's kind of you're putting that. I think it's a good idea, man. I think it makes it a bit more interesting, a bit more.
People didn't care until he put on the mask. He said it himself. You know what I mean?
And it's mad because like Cass is Dead is doing it as well, kind of.
And it
vibe,
means he
innit?
could say a whole heap of stuff that he probably couldn't have said legally or legitimately without it. So.
But then I think then it can be overplayed. Like then you see lots of other people getting on it as well. I think you got to kind of.
The mask is overdone a bit now.
But at the time, man, he was kind of one of the only people doing it. Yeah,
right. So we don't have long until the adverts.
Okay. Cool.
Was there anything you wanted to talk about that I've missed off, or anything that you
in terms of I've got so this year I've got an EP coming out with a guy called Rafe Stormwalker, who's on Bar Picasso Records.
Big up Bar Picasso.
Sick producer, kind of like gritty, kind of it's I'm not going to give too much away. I've also got a project with myself, Ill Sykes, and a guy called Scrolls the Mystic, and under our trio called Death Seekers. So we've got some exciting stuff coming out with that as well. So, and I've got another project with World of Ghosts, which is kind of in the making as well. The tracks are finished. We just need to get it mixed and mastered, obviously recorded, and that's got some sick features on it. We've got Seek the Norther on it. Northerner, we've got Ill Sykes, we've got again Scrolls the Mystic, and we've got Verbs MC, which is actually a guy from Bristol as well. So man, a few things dropping this year, so excited, man.
Well, right, so the reason I'm looking around is I just realised we're just about to drop into the advert now. So right, I'm gonna have your social medias popping up underneath. Normally I'd ask you to do that, but bro, big up for coming on.
Thank you, mate.
Commercial breaks
Wicked.
now, then we go into the live part of the show.
Go.
And it's on. Let's
go, man.
Let's have it.